Good evening, everyone. I'm Erin Clark.
I'm Dan Green. We are beginning tonight with new developments in Tuesday's officer-involved shooting.
First, we want to show you new surveillance video made public today. It does give a much clearer picture of what happened 2 days ago. You can see the garden shears that the suspect was carrying. Police say the blade was about 8 inches long. The victim's name was also released today, 44-year-old Carlos Mejia. Salinas Police Chief spoke publicly about the case just a few hours ago.
We have team coverage, and we begin with Action News reporter Felix Cortez, who's live outside Salinas PD.
Well, Dan, Aaron, that press conference lasted more than an hour, and never once did the police chief say his officers were justified in using deadly force. He said this investigation is far from over, and he said any findings will be forwarded to the Department of Justice and FBI. At a news conference Thursday, Salinas Police Chief Kelly McMillan displayed the common garden shears that 44-year-old Carlos Mejia had when he was gunned down by Salinas police outside a Salinas bakery. And the chief went public with new surveillance video that he says shows Mejia taking a stand and then turning around confronting the officers, who then shot Mejia dead. When asked, the chief fell short of saying his officers were justified in using deadly force. That your officers are justified in using deadly force?
I have not said that. That's still a conclusion.
The chief tried to answer questions raised after the cell phone video of the shooting went viral, sparking outrage and violence. The chief said both officers tried to subdue the man with tasers. The first taser completely malfunctioned. The second one, the probes didn't connect and had no effect. Police were dealing with an intoxicated Mejia. Some have questioned why police got so close and pushed him toward a busy intersection and bakery instead of trying to surround him.
Could they have done something different? I guess in every case, in every use of force, you can always say, yeah, they could have done something different. I don't know if that something different means something better, something with a more likely outcome. There's something different of letting them walk around the corner onto a much more crowded street. Could just as easily have turned incredibly tragic.
The chief said this investigation is far from over and addressing concerns that Salinas police are investigating their own. The chief said any completed investigation will be forwarded to the district attorney's office, the FBI, and Department of Justice.
This one, because of the nature of the questions and because of the concerns of the community, I think it's in everyone's best interest. Just put additional eyes on it. The Civil Rights Section will review both cases and make a determination as to whether further investigation is merited.
Now, the police chief, Kelly McMillan, gave no indication when this investigation might be over, but the chief, along with the mayor, Councilwoman Della Rosa, and Assemblyman Luis Alejo, all at today's conference, urging the public to remain calm and peaceful. The chief making it very clear that anybody engaging in violence or causing any harm in the community will be arrested and prosecuted. Dan, Aaron.
Thank you very much, Felix.
Our team coverage continues now with Action News reporter May Chow, who's live on North Sanborn, where another rally is getting underway.
Dan, Aaron, there are simultaneous community rallies taking place as we speak. There's one down the church where we had mentioned at 5 o'clock. It's inside the Templo de Rosa Cerrón Church, and one behind me right now, it's at the Bread Box. And this particular one's taken on a very different tone from what we've seen this week. You can see the signs: we want peace, justice, love, I love Salinas, love and peace. Since Tuesday, there have been many demonstrations of various degrees by residents voicing their opinion of the week's events. Perhaps the most extreme of these protests happened last night when at least 100 people gathered at the intersection of North Sanborn and Del Monte, and some in the crowd hurled bottles and rocks at police cars. Last night's protest capped off a day of demonstrations in Salinas, but the day unfortunately ended on a violent note, and many are saying that's just sending the wrong message.
Many people, this crowd that was here is not the whole community. It's part of the community, but many people that have children and understand we have to protect our children, they understand we have to protect our children. And if the police officer hesitates, what is the next thing that could happen?
Yeah, it got rowdy, and that's not what we're trying to do, because it sets us back. It doesn't bring us forward, it sets us back.
One officer was injured after he was hit in the head with a bottle as he was performing CPR on a man who was shot. That officer is in stable condition. Back out here live in front of the bread box, just one of 3 community rallies, we're told, going on right now. Very different tone, this one. The kids are just saying, hey, we love Salinas, we want peace. They're not mentioning anything about any anger toward police. Neighbors we spoke with did say that they are anxious that there's going to be a repeat of last night and are keeping a close eye on the crowds at North Sanborn and Damani. Dan, Aaron.
All right, May, thank you. Just blocks from last night's protest on North Sanborn, May made reference to this. A man was gunned down. It doesn't appear that that shooting had anything to do with the protest, and certainly officers were not involved in the shooting.
23-year-old Constantino Garcia was shot multiple times outside his home on May Avenue. Today, a makeshift memorial marked where he was killed. Garcia had just moved to Salinas Saturday from Oxnard with his wife and 2-year-old son to work the fields. His family says he was not involved in gang activity.
We're sad. My sister doesn't want to eat, doesn't want to leave the room with her son, doesn't want to leave the room with her son. They don't want to eat. I tell her to do it for her son, but she doesn't want to. She's sad about her husband.
His family described him as a hard worker who spent all of his free time with his wife and son. Neighbors are also collecting donations so his body can be sent back to Mexico. No arrests so far in that case. Salinas Mayor Joe Gunter is asking for the community to remain calm. He also had some harsh words today for some city leaders he says were involved in yesterday's protest.
What upsets me is the fact that last night we had people doing a legitimate protest and they allowed it to get out of control, and I believe those leaders need to step up if they honestly believe that they're doing the right thing and take control of the people that they're protesting with, because I believe that's their right. And I think they're partly responsible for what occurred, and they should take responsibility for that action. The fact that I saw that young officer injured and the fact that he was hit while trying to save a human being's life, some people out there should hang their head in disgrace today.
That was Mayor Joe Gunter speaking earlier today. We also want to quickly walk you through the other 2 officer-involved shootings in Salinas this year. The first happened on March 20th in front of the Wingstop on Constitution Boulevard. 42-year-old Angel Ruiz was shot by 3 officers when he brandished a gun. It was only later discovered that it was actually an airsoft gun.
It was May 9th that Ashman Hernandez was shot by police in front of the Mi Pueblo Market in East Salinas. Hernandez was drunk, say police. He was wielding a lettuce cutter, or a lettuce knife, moments before he was shot. Chief McMillan said much of that investigation, or most of it, is complete, and has said that in his opinion, not a final determination, but in his opinion, it appeared that police were lawful in their use of lethal force. But again, that is not closed. To recap, latest developments following Tuesday's deadly shooting in Salinas. We do have the identity of the man that was shot by police. He is 44-year-old Carlos Mejia. The case and the shooting on May 9th in front of Mi Pueblo continue to be investigated. At today's news conference, Chief McMillan also said he will send his internal investigation to the District Attorney's Office and to the U.S. Justice Department and the Civil Rights Division of the Justice Department through the FBI in San Francisco.
Also, we have the 2 videos of Tuesday's shooting on our website, KSBW.com. You can check them out for yourself. You'll also find a slideshow showing all the scenes involving the 3 officer-involved shootings since the beginning of the year.